got to give you some props, man. I'm always taking it back to hardcore DJing because that's just my love. But I got to tell you what makes you deadly, man. From a fellow assassin. So here's Spinna, and you know yourself, but I like to affirm people. Your music selection is out of this world. Your music knowledge is wide in all the spectrums. You can mix, you can work some doubles or not work some doubles, rock a party, mix, play disco. A lot of cats can't play live tempo disco. Play quantized music, be dope with it. So you are actually scarier than let's say a Cubert or a guy who's like, right? Because you can, once you get past that, it's like, okay, all right, motherfucker, you dope. All right, so what next when the record got to play? Well, you know, right? And no, and I'm not disrespecting Cubert. I love Cubert, pioneer ever. But you are such a well-rounded, skillful DJ. You bring so much to the table when you get behind the decks. You can pull from a lot. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot to pull from. So then it becomes, damn, what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like a right? Like he sends me this clip and you have broke down I think it was Old Dirty Bastard little piano part, and then you drop in Stevie after that. And I was like, ooh. Not only did he do it at a party, but for me, that's some battle shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's some stuff where you think that out. He didn't just decide to do that at the party. This man thought. You know what I mean? He put it together. He's producing. So you're actually producing sometimes when you're spinning. And another DJ from afar, man, we see that shit, dude, right? And so you would be such a dangerous guy to fuck with because this dude can pull.
He's always in a battle mode.
I'm always in battle mode, but you don't have any discernible weaknesses as a DJ. So as I'm hearing your story, I'm learning why. Come up in the mid 70s, right? Music in the 80s, wide palette, just wanted to be a good DJ. I'm like, oh, that's where that came from, right? And so it's just a beautiful thing for me to be able to acknowledge, man, because me as a DJ, I'm always looking at the highest level of the craft. You know what I mean? Like how to get better, you know, who really inspires you as a DJ. And a lot of times when you get to a certain level, maybe a lot of people don't inspire you because you're just like, whatever, I heard that, da-da-da-da. So it's so cool when you can discover a talent. And I discovered you actually late in the game. I knew you were a producer. I knew your hip hop origins, but I wasn't in that world. So I got onto DJ Spinna really, really late in the game. But then when I started looking at videos and I started looking at things, I was like, damn, this dude is really fucking well-rounded. You know what I mean? And so I think your secret weapon, if it's not a secret, is that you're so well-rounded. So I want you to speak to that, even though I just gave you all your flowers all in one sentence. But man, your breadth of skills, right? You know what I mean? Like we don't see a DJ that can play deep house, right? And can stand there with Coco and run doubles with Coco on the 45s. That doesn't happen. You're not gonna see that with Joe Classell or Louis Vega or whatever. I mean, we don't see that, right? We see Louis mixing his ass off, presenting great new music and salsa and Colombia or deep house, but we're not gonna see him pull out doubles of right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, but you may see Spinna doing that, and then you looking, okay, well that's what Spinna does. Nah. You might see him just playing an all MJ Stevie set and ain't a scratch in sight. But you know what I mean? So speak to that, man. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, thank you.
You didn't give him a question.
I did.
You did.
I had to just lay it out there because that's what's important to me,
You
man.
did. And I really appreciate it, man, because ultimately, I mean, you kind of said it, but I just want to be great. And I take every style, first of all, like, I love the turntablist culture. I love it. I think it's brilliant,
Me too.
and I've always studied it. Ever since I heard Grandmaster Flash, The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel, which is like the first DJ routine ever pressed, blew me away, right? So the inception of being able to manipulate records in that way has always been thrilling to experience. You know, at one point I wanted to be that guy, but I also understand the importance, and I think really is the most important aspect of DJing is to move the crowd.
Yes. Yes.
And in my where I'm at now in my life, I feel like that's the most important thing, because at the end of the day, it's really about how these musical creations that we have that exist in the world, how can we use that to feed souls?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what matters the most.